Hello, you sweet soul. This message is going to reach you at a time in your life where you are literally coming out, sticking out in some form of fashion. You could be trying to, let's just say, hibernate, so to speak. It could be the winter season or the winter time could be approaching when you receive this message, but you are on I heard the cutting edge, right? You're on the cutting edge of a brand new beginning, okay? Brand new beginning, okay? That's what you are. This is not a hair video, okay, y'all? I'm just doing my hair and the message came through, okay? So, you could also be a multitasker. The color purple could be very significant for you as well. But there is something about you that is standing out at this time, right? Your voice could even sound different. The way that you think could be different. You could be sitting in this very, very mature, not demure, but mature energy, right? Mature. Some people say mature, right? Energy right now of feeling that there are certain things that you are no longer willing to participate in your life. There are things that you are being more open, more honest about. And this is like with yourself. It could also be like with others as well. You could just be really letting people know where you stand. Boundaries could be very significant right now. I just saw the 7 of wands in my head, y'all. But boundaries could be very significant for you at this time as well, y'all. You could have outgrown a multitude of situations, these different versions of you that people would like for you to stay in for, centuries. Okay, that's weird. But centuries is what I just heard, so we'll go with that, right? But okay. Yeah. All right, y'all. All right. You could also be seeing something much clearer. Like the rose color lenses could have been, what's the word? I heard the word withdrawn from your eyes. You could have removed. That's what I'm saying, y'all. It's really giving me like this sense of just like pure honesty. I am who I am. If you felt like you stick out like a sore thumb, you are really in this energy of like, so what? So what? So what if I stick out like a sore thumb, right? You could be trying some different things, or you could have tried some things that just really didn't work. It just really wasn't for you, which is what's gotten you to this place in which you are now, to be in this headspace, this energy that you are currently in at this present moment, or you will be in, okay? You could also be wanting to straighten out some situations to separate some things that could not belong as well. You could be really paying attention to the details at this time in your life. And when I'm speaking of details, I'm meaning like the people, the places, the things that you engage, the things that you're listening to. You are in this energy, or you will be in this energy of being very, very aware. Very, very self-aware at this moment. It is I heard the word blissful feeling that you could be feeling at this time when you receive this message. It's a very blissful energy, one of just, I heard, of pure ownership as well. You could be owning or embodying who you are. I heard more and more, and then I also heard that song, more and more. More and more. I don't know who sings that song, y'all. I think it's a guy band or something like that, y'all. I can't think of the name of this guy band at this very moment, y'all. But it's a Joe. Okay, the name Joe could be significant. The initial J, I just heard Jesus could also be significant. What's up, Jesus? Shout out to my homie, right? You could just be really in your own. Because I keep on hearing this, I'm in my own zone. I'm in my own zone. It's something about you that is very isolated right now from others. Your energy is very sacred. 50 Cent could also be significant as well. Your life could also be something of like a documentary or something, right? Like something that needs to be like documented. There's something about your life that needs to be documented, or that you are here to document, to teach others, to share with others, to show others. I also heard to expose others, and then I also heard to awaken and to make others aware. You could be an activator. Okay, you could resonate with that energy with being an activator. You could also resonate with the energy of being walking karmic justice, right? You could awaken others to things. I heard good or bad, right? Not so much even that you believe in good or bad, but it could be in a, okay, y'all, that's what I just heard. They could do it the easy way or they could do it the hard way when it comes to you. They could do it the easy way or they could do it the hard way. Either way, they're going to get that awakening. Do you hear me? Either way, they're going to get that awakening, okay? I also heard, like, you big pressure. That's what I just heard. I just heard, like, you are big pressure. And meaning also, too, is that not saying necessarily that you pressure people, but the way that you maneuver, the way that you move through life, it does pressure people to make an ultimate decision about how they're going to be moving, especially even towards you and even after you. There are lessons that people are here to learn, and you are the one that is here, okay, in a sense, you are here to teach them in a sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, this message is, it's a little different. So if it's for you, it's for you, okay? You'll understand. But it's like the people that are willing to learn from you, the lessons, and you got to learn some lessons too. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that is what I'm hearing. 626 could be significant. Okay, those numbers could be significant. June 26 could be significant. You could be a Cancer, or Cancer energy could be significant as well. Family, I just heard, could also be significant as well. But okay. And I'm hearing something about you teaching your family. And this is not like a receptive, is what I just heard. This is not like a receptive teaching, okay? Sometimes you have to teach people from afar, but you are definitely here to teach some lessons as well as to learn, or I heard to organize or straighten out some things. I also heard you are a truth seeker. You've been this way. I hear all of my life. You've been this way all of your life, right? I also heard that you learned some things. I mean, don't we all, right? But you learned some things. You've mastered some things in the dark arenas. I will say that, okay? You could be an excellent swearer, okay? You could curse like a sailor. You could be a woman who could literally verbally assassinate someone, okay? You could also be a male that, has that superpower as well. But you could be a woman who doesn't look like the way that you would perceive, and a man as well, okay? Tarot is fluid, but that message came across as something to just, I heard, to notify my feminine energies, okay? And in particularly my women, okay? But this message is general, okay? You are someone who literally, you could have struggled with like perfectionism as well. I just heard you could have had an issue with like perfectionism when you were like younger. You could have wanted things to be just right. Oh, I just heard you could have been like little perfect Patty. You could have tried to be like a really exceptional kid. You could have been definitely academically a scholar or something like this, right? You could have definitely been like, what do they call those things? I know you don't want to hear it, but I know you're thinking it, and I'm about to say it. Yeah, we're going to say it. A people pleaser? Yeah, you. Okay? And we're talking about past you, okay? And that's okay, right? We're talking about the past version of you, okay? And so with this people pleasing, I also heard attention seeking. You could have had some very, like your caregivers could have been, okay, I heard out of sight, out of mind. Okay, that's the first thing I heard, out of sight, out of mind, right? They could have told you, you know what I mean? Or you could have just been out of their sight. You could have like either been a kid that like, okay, because I just heard Whitney, you better lay low, okay? Okay, you could have been a traumatized child. Like, I'm not even going to hold you, right? You could have been a child who was raised like in fear. You were not necessarily a perfect kid because that's what you wanted to be, right? I'm not saying that you just was going to be like a little hellion or something, but there were some consequences and repercussions for your actions as a child, whether these were physical, mentally, emotionally, withholding love, withholding affection and attention, like whatever it is that, the caregivers decided to do. You could have also had some relationships as an adult with friends and lovers that have reminded you of the caregivers. Okay? And when I'm saying caregivers, this could be your parents, like whoever raised you, right? Like whoever you were around, like growing up, you know what I mean? Like people that, okay, I heard people that imprinted on your life, and I also heard implanted and imprinted on your life when you were very young, okay? These individuals here could have literally made a significant mark in your life. Um, Definitely in a good way, but also definitely in a, okay, I was going to say a bad way, but I heard a horrific way, okay? So some of y'all are not talking to some of those caregivers, okay? Some of your caregivers, for some of you, obviously have crossed over, but for some of you, like, you could have, or when they were here, if they've crossed over, right? Oh gosh, I'm hearing a lot of channel messages this time because I'm hearing like the old me is dead and gone. Like they were literally like, okay, the tables turned. They became out of sight, out of mind for you when you grew up, right? You could have, I heard, repaid these caregivers with some of the same energy that they, I heard, embarked on you when you were a child as well. You could treat them the way they have treated you, right? I heard, okay, I just heard little bastard. Okay, somebody could be a bastard, or someone could have got called a little bastard or something like that, right? Type of energy. It's really giving, like, honestly, it's really giving me at this point, just as I'm going through this, right? You could have had a struggle to like find yourself, like to find you in this world, to find like a sacred space, like a safe space, like a place of like inner belonging. You could have gotten mixed up with a lot of different, I heard a lot of different shit, so we're gonna say it, okay? You could have got mixed up with a lot of different shit. And I'm not saying like all of it was like horrific or like the worst thing that could have ever happened, but it was definitely not. I heard the career path. Somebody went on a career path that wasn't the quest in which they were wanting to or seeking in or something like that. I heard you did it to satisfy possibly someone else's dreams or goals or ambitions for your life or something like this, y'all. Okay. You could still even be looking to find that thing that makes you feel complete, that thing that makes you feel like you're going to stand out or pop out or whatever the case may be. When it comes to those things, you could have also spent a lot of time in, I heard a place of darkness, a place of illusion, and a place of confusion. That's what I heard, okay? You could have spent some time in some spaces like that, right? You could also be a writer, okay? You could resonate with Candace Everdeen, or you could like that song. I think, who sings that song? This girl is on fire. Is that Katy Perry, y'all? I don't know. But, okay. Hell, your name could be Katie. I think that's Katie, y'all. It could be Katie. If not, let me know in the comments, y'all. Okay? Let me know in the comment section, y'all. But there could have just been some things that could have just really have been, in a sense, like a little daunting on you as a child. I also heard you could have handled like a lot of responsibilities. I also just heard like you could have had like a very difficult time relaxing, okay, for years. Like as a child, like you could be or could have been like a very uptight individual, right? It took you a minute. The way that you relaxed wasn't the way that others would relax or something like that, or whatever the case may be. Like some of the things in which you would do. You are very persistent. I will say that you are a very persistent individual, okay? If it's something that you want, or something that you want to do, you're going to get it done. That's how you know if you're really interested in something or not, okay? If there's something that you really want to do, like you'll keep going, you know what I'm saying? You'll absolutely keep going until you get it the way it is. That's what I'm saying. There's something about you that's really giving. I'm not going to say that you're so much of a perfectionist now, but you still carry some of the traits, okay? You still dabble with a little bit of perfectionism, okay? Some of you have been stretched. You have completely been stretched. Okay, some of y'all have been stretched thin, okay, is what I heard. But in this lifetime, but you've been stretched. You've been stretched to grow, to learn. I also just heard something too about like fairies, and then I heard something about canaries. Okay, so you could like birds. You could also resonate with like fairies and gnomes and things of that nature. Also, I'm hearing something about some damn wizards and stuff too, y'all. Okay, you could even like Snow White. Okay. And I was gonna say the three dwarfs, y'all, but I know she had like seven of them is what I think it was, y'all. I think she had like seven. Okay, don't quote me on that. A black book. You could have journaled when you were a kid as well. You could have journaled a lot. You could have had like a little diary or something like that, right? You could have felt like a misfit. Okay, the initials N, S, or F could be significant. The name Todd, Panda Express, 1515 could be significant, or 66 could be significant, okay? Walt Disney could be very significant. Walt Disney passed in 1966. Don't ask me, okay? You could also be one of those people that do like random facts and shit like that, because that was just random, okay? But it could be significant, okay? The fact that you do like random facts and things of that nature, okay? You could also be a person who's told that you're extra, that you've been told that you were like extra, you be like doing too much, blase, blase, blase. Drake, you could be a Drake fan or was once like a Drake fan or something like that. You could like tacos or Taco Bell or something like that, right? Magnesium could be significant. You could need to check like your magnesium levels or something like this, right? You could like Target, or Tarjay. The name Evans could be significant. A stud could also be significant, as well as like suds could be significant, okay? People could mistaken you, as if you're a woman or something like this, right? People could have mistaken you to be like a stud or to be a part of the LGBTQ plus. You could come off I heard very domineering. If you're a woman, you could come off very, very domineering. If you're a masculine as well, if you're a man, you could also come off very domineering to people. And it's really like, I heard it's really like you give out boss energy, right? Like you walk into a room and people automatically ready to follow orders, like automatically are ready to follow orders. Do you hear me? Like I just heard commander in chief. Do you hear me? CEO in the building. Hello, how are you? How are you, boo? How are you? I love that. I love that for you. Okay, that was cute. I appreciate that message. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if I said it or not, but the name Evans, the number's 333. Something about being in the middle. You could have, or media. You could, or media. You could like, obviously, if you're seeing this message, you're on social media, right? But not saying that you're a content creator, but but the middle, right? You could have been placed in the middle in some situations and it made you very uncomfortable with some people. And so like you have these boundaries, okay? You've had to place these boundaries, or you need to put some boundaries out there for people to let them know that, hey, like I'm not gonna get in between that, because I heard like, because I love you both, right? You could have been stuck in the middle, okay? You could even like that TV show, y'all. That's a really good show. I love that show, y'all. You could have watched that show. But you could have felt like you were stuck in the middle in a lot of situations, and it just made you simply uncomfortable as well. Okay. Do I want to do that? You could also, I'm telling y'all, 1717 could be significant, okay? But you could really be, or could have been like an indecisive person, but you're like also in this phase where it's like, it's got to be a guarantee. I got to want to do it. Frogs could also be significant, y'all. I just put on my froggy ring, okay? A Nissan could be significant. You could have driven a Nissan at one point in time in your life. The year 88 or the number 88 or 85. You could have been born in either of those years. You could have been born in either year, okay? 88 or 85. Shout out to my 85 people, okay? I'm an 85 girl, okay? If you're seeing this in 2025, welcome to the 40 Club, baby. Well, welcome to the 40 Club, baby, okay? And whenever you see this, because my readings are timeless, if you just stepped into a new era, and definitely the 40s Club, welcome to the 40s Club. Ain't it nice here? Like, those of you that's been here, it's nice, okay? You just taking a look around, like, this is nice. I could get used to this, right? That type of shit, okay? But, and you could be one of those people as well. It's like, your inner child gets extremely excited about the simplest of things, okay? You could also have like some gastric issues, right? Is what I just heard. Like stomach issues or gastric issues or intestinal issues or something like this, right? Something about danger and covered parking, right? So when I saw this message, right, y'all, it was like something was danger and the danger was over there. And you, whoever you are listening to this message, okay, you were on this path where you are covered, right? You're covered. Someone else is in danger and you're covered. It's like, I don't know, I heard something about like fires in California or something like that, but that's not what I heard when I saw this message, y'all. It's just like something was going to be like a dangerous situation, but you're covered, you're protected. That's what I got. But California fires could be significant, okay? 1956 could be significant, okay? You could have been born in 1956. You could have a parent that's born in 1956, okay? The name Tony could be significant. It's giving me no. Okay, it's giving me no. You could have just gotten to the point in life to where the word no is it's like your bestie. Like you all about a good no. You all about a good no. Because I heard no, 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 no. You could have been like a Destiny's Child's fan as well, right? You could have loved that era of music and stuff like that. But it's definitely given like, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. For some of you, I just heard it's a strong no for me. Okay. Some of you guys, it's a very, very strong no for you. And it's just simply no. You're saying no. This is like, okay, I heard this is the season of no. I heard you out here seasoning life with no. Okay. Like you don't mind telling somebody no, like, no, that doesn't work for me. No, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. Right. The name Lynn or Jacqueline or the name Todd could be significant. Also, you could have found a very innovative way to get rid of like a pest that was in your life. That's the way it came to me. That's the way I'm giving it to you. Don't be asking me no questions, okay? Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. You could have been like a question asker too. You could have a lot of questions. You could ask a lot of questions. You could be like a little Inspector Gadget or something like that as well, right? Is what I just heard. But very innovative, right? Mondays could be significant for you, or you could be seeing this on a Monday, okay? What else I got here? Something about like a vet, the crown chakra, and the name Glenn, y'all, okay? So those are the channel messages that I do have. Somebody could also like Pepsi, or you could like Pepsi like when you were like in junior high. A junior could be